Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Texas Lala. I see you there. Yeah, you're in the bushes. Good morning, Tammy. I see you there. I'm not going to be on too long today. I have a first aid recertification at 10 o'clock, and I have to be there 15 minutes early to check in and everything. So I'm just giving you guys a quick update on what's going on over here. And I will give you a quick tour on my phone of the garden. I'm going to record one probably tomorrow because today I may not be back in time for the light hours, and these mosquitoes be gangster over here. Jeez. And I don't want to spray any chemicals. So I'm going to do some tidying up in the garden, mow the lawn, hedge the bushes, and then I'll do a recording to show you the update. But you'll see some raw footage today. Morning lashes, and I have to let the girls. I got to let the girls out. Well, not yet. I checked for some eggs. They only gave me one so far, so I checked for some eggs. I'm gonna give them some rice and peas I got from a restaurant. Some stale, not stale, but the pot bottom rice and peas. On Saturday, the restaurant gave me a whole bunch, so it's in the fridge, keeping fresh. And I've been giving them a whole big bowl every day to keep their protein up. But I'm just giving you guys a quick update on the last week, and I really didn't think it was the smoke, but it's the smoke. I've been feeling nauseated. Even right now, I'm feeling slightly, not like unbearable, but slightly nauseated. And it is affecting my ability to enjoy my food. So that's a bit annoying. I've had a splitting headache and an eye ache. So I thought it was maybe my iron or something else because I had an eye ache a few weeks back, but it's definitely the smoke. And I'm like, man, it's just knocked me right out. It knocked me right out. So um I'm just taking it easy. I had put the air purifier on. I wore a mask yesterday when I was outside taking care of the girls. The girls are okay. They're low to the ground, I guess. They were inside a bit the first couple of days. They weren't outside as much, so you have to watch your animals, but they were fine otherwise. And yeah. So it is more severe and more damaging than I had initially and can I talk? Initially thought, and it's affecting me more than I realized. I thought it was my iron. I thought it was something. Hey, G Mama. I thought it was other things. It's the smoke, and maybe I wasn't getting enough oxygen in my blood. I don't know, but it was a problem. Man, my eye was, oh, whew, it was rough. I don't get headaches. I get slight headaches, but not like that. That felt like the corunda all over again. And that was the only time I had a headache so piercing that I literally felt like my head was going to pop. So that's what I felt this week. But I'm like, okay, maybe it's this, it's that. No, it's the smoke, guys. So for those of you who have any conditions, you stay in. I'm not saying stay inside because that's not really helping either. But hey, Rashonda, good morning. But just take it easy. Keep hydrated. Keep your vitamin routine, whatever you usually do. Keep it up because man, that laid me out. I was literally going from planting things in the morning, planting at lunch, and in the evening to get my garden finished out and in their containers and in the ground to napping at lunch, napping after work, like literally nursing home schedule. That's not normal. That's not healthy. So oh, on my phone I could do all the little emojis popping up. uh doing all that stuff. So just take it easy, guys. That's all I'm saying. But I'm okay otherwise. It's very smoky. I didn't realize what was happening because, as again, I'm not always in the news. Yep, I'm not. Somebody sent me the weather thing in the warning to myself and to my dad and to so forth. Thanks for that. That gave me a heads up because he has to be careful. And then I'm like, why am I smelling smoke and stuff? I thought somebody was burning something, brush or shrubbery. I thought somebody was burning incense at one point because it smelled like sandalwood. Then I'm like, I don't know what I thought. No, no, no. Big blaze of something going on. And our whole province is under air advisory. And you could smell it as like barbecue kind of smell. And it's been very overcast, very dusty, and the intensity of heat has not been there. It's very. I'm wearing a sweater right now. It's very chilly. The air conditioning is not come. I don't really put it on that much, anyways. But it's not coming on. It's very cool. My eggplants, my tomatoes, hot peppers, like all the stuff that should be enjoying heat right now. I'm not getting that heat. So I'm gonna show you the garden in a moment. Put it on my phone. Um, Maybe another 15 minutes. I gotta check the girls, give them the rice and peas. I have to collect the rest of the nuggets, and then I have to make that makeshift internal tunnel for them to access the other tunnel because we haven't finished anything. Like nothing's happened this week. Nothing. We could not have. I did not have the energy to do anything. Neither did anybody else, and everyone was just kind of laying low. The plumber was supposed to come on Wednesday. This is like constant rescheduling. He didn't come again, so that job's not finished. I don't know. But anyways, how are you guys doing? How's it over there? I know people in New York got problem with the smoke. I'm not sure if it's in Ohio, G Mom. I don't know if it's over there with you guys. But the phone is faster, so I'm looking at my phone to keep up with the chat. Your eggplants and melons are just coming out. Yeah, hey Jason. Also, I damaged 2 plants this morning. This is the problem when you're delaying planting. Fat fingers, fat toes, whatever, and you're trying to untangle stuff. And I snapped my butternut that was fully ready to go on the ground. I snapped my table queen. I snapped the buttercup. So I had to drop 3 more seeds right now. I dropped 2 more Siciliana eggplants because I lost a couple. Everything is slow. And this is just making it even slower. And I'm not too sure what's falling from the sky. Mind you, if it's just natural fires, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying that the stuff from the rainfall that's falling from the sky wouldn't be really toxic. If it's like buildings and man-made material that's burning and melting and that's falling from the sky, that's more concerning to me. But everything is slow. I'm not sure because last year I didn't get maybe not even any eggplant. It was so slow that I didn't get anything, and eggplant needs a lot of heat. So it's highly possible that all the species of eggplant that I planted, I may not get anything. My spinach is already bolting on the veranda for that few days of heat that we had. Oh yeah, I know you're heading. Yeah, you and Sean are heading to the RGAs or the meetup. So you're in Washington State. Okay. But yeah, it's I did not realize it was such a negative impact. This what should I call it? This smoke. So just be careful, guys. I've been looking for a gas mask. No word of a lie, uh, because it's that serious, and I do not want to have the only option is to be locked in the house. We did that for 3 years, kind of, sort of. I'm a homebody, anyways, but I'm not doing that again. Good morning, Willie Sir Jess Jam. So I'm going to I dropped the link. So if you want to come up or anyone's there, you can come up now because when I go outside with my phone, I don't think I can bring you up because it's my laptop running the stream and I'll be up on a second window with my phone. So I'll wait for see if anyone wants to come up and we can chit chat. But I'm going to but yeah, how are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Gardening, yeah, gardening is, as I talked about before, we talked about there's a lot of third party interference, and this is part of the third party interference. Natural disasters, and you got to just, it is what it is. Let me just flip the camera on my phone. Yeah, it wasn't so bad here, Rashana. The smell wasn't too bad, but as time progressed, yeah. So I'm setting up my camera on my phone. Give me a second, and I'm gonna go outside, and you will see. Um, did I bring myself up yet? Okay, hold on. Enter studio. So I'm gonna bring up my. Let me turn the volume down if you don't get feedback. And you will. Thanks, G Mama. Yeah, just give them the instructions. Okay, so my phone is now the main screen. Give me a minute to get my coat on because I don't want to get my clothes dusty from the coop, and I'll be outside in just one moment. Okay, do you still hear echo, G Mama? Because I was probably too close to the laptop, so I am going to the back now. So it shouldn't be an echo now. But now I'm in the back. I'm trying not to turn. Hey, good eats. Let me turn. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now? Sorry, you got to watch me do my morning chores because this is when I would do this. Um, so this is the I'm not watching the chat for a minute, so just bear with me. So this is the rice and peas from the restaurant. This is a baking tin with a brick. Because if I don't put it in there, the girls just like act the fool and this all up in the food. And I'm gonna turn down the radio that I have here because of copyright. 1 second. Okay, I usually keep a radio playing to keep if they're noisy, it keeps it down. And I can hear them carrying on because they want to come out. And I broke my second water, so I got to get that repaired. I got to get a new one. Actually, it can't be fixed. Okay, so this is. So I just basically throw it around the brick so that they have to eat from the sides. They don't have any manners, and they'll put their foot. Well, they'll still put their foot in here, but it's not so bad. And yeah, the restaurants give me like a third of a bucket, 5-gallon bucket, and this is enough food for like 2 weeks. So I'm gonna go back maybe next week and give them that. She'll give me her scraps or like vegetable scraps or like rice scraps or meat scraps, cooked stuff. So my girls are eating good and they don't eat as much of the feed because they get to forage. I think I need to get a bigger spoon because this is just taking. So this is how you cut costs down for your livestock. I'm sure maybe G Mama gets her kitchen scraps from the grocery store and get cabbage leaves or whatever else for Oreo. You can give them free food. So that's about enough. Only 5 laid yesterday, so that's pretty good still. So I'm giving them a heavy feeding, beans and all of that. So lots of protein. And then at the end of the day, it's pretty much gone. So I don't have to worry about mice and stuff. So I don't like to leave any loose food around. Okay, let me see the chat now. Morning, Lisby. Morning, Shanna. Anybody else I missed? Okay, I'm just so showing you the morning chores. These are all the bags of soil and stuff I still need to put down. And I'll show you what the plants are. But I can hear them because the radio's off now, so they're getting antsy. But I let them out about this time where I know there's no predators, there's nothing. And I put it down. And I put a lot of leaves in here now, so now I really don't see that many flies. And there was never a smell, but there's definitely no smell. So I used the leaves that I collected from last fall and had in a bag to compost, and I'm letting the girls compost it for me. And let me, oh, they're carrying on, but let me show you what's over here for plants. So this side, this is my herb garden, my outdoor herb garden. So I have some basil, oregano, cilantro, mint, purple sage, and regular sage. I got some marigolds. I got my own marigolds from seed, but they're not really, they're slow. This is the shisu that somebody gave me last year, and it's seeded all up in here on its own. And this one is cleome, a flower, but I don't see much going on. I don't even know if that's a weed or that's the flower. Got some nasturtiums, and I got some aster. I think that's probably it. Okay. Over here is Big Jim chili peppers. These two are Big Jim, and these are jalapeno peppers. They're doing pretty well even after being through some frost, but they're very slow. 3 jalapenos and 3 Big Jims. So I'm doing these ones for seeds, and these are from my own seeds. Now I do see some black dots. It must be from the flies because they've been coming around because of the, obviously, you know why, the girls. And this is a dwarf sunflower seed. Sunflower. Sunflower. And then some daisies. But the daisies, again, they've been outside for over a month and they're very, I don't know if that's a weed or a daisy, but this is a sunflower. Very slow going, but they're still here. This is also, actually, this pot was echinacea. The shisu planted itself in here, and the echinacea, I don't see anything happening. So I'm going to have to do it again, and echinacea takes about a year. So this is the shisu that was actually the pot that it was in. There's its own seedlings. Some more shisu flew over here. I do have some zinnias, some leeks from last year, and nothing here. So I'll plant in there. And these are some tomatoes that I planted. Oh, so you can see what's going on. And these are Siberian tomatoes. These 3 are Siberian. They're not looking too bad, eh? They're pretty big, and they've been outside for a while. This is eggplant, Black Beauty. The potato bugs were doing some damage on my eggplants, but some of them are coming back. Now, these 2 are store-bought tomatoes. One is the heirloom Cherokee Purple, which was about almost $4, and this one is the Mortgage Lifter. I will be taking out the suckers to start new plants. I'm waiting for them to get a little bit bigger, and I'll be removing the suckers and getting some more plants. And this is the Casper eggplant that I first time growing that one, the white one. And this is Siciliana eggplant. This is also a Casper eggplant. It wasn't doing too well. Something was eating off the limbs, but it's coming back nicely. The other ones are gone. And these ones are West African chilies. Something, that leaf, something's eating off that. So you see there's all kind of West African chili. My first time growing it. Somebody gave me a pepper last year that I dried. And I got the seeds, and the seeds are fertile. I got my delivery of my 2 trees. This one is the Desert King fig. It's a bit bendy, so I might have to train it. And I also got my Chicago Hardy, which I'll show you in a second. And my fennel's doing okay. I've been seeing certain butterflies over here laying their egg, but that's okay. I know what to expect this year. Okay, this is my existing fig, the Negroni Bordeaux. It was in the garage, and now it's looking real good. And that's the one that just got delivered, which is the Chicago Hardy. It's already budding several spots, so I'm happy with that. So let me check out the chat and catch up with all that I missed or who I missed. Give me a second here. Hey, Miss D's Harleywood. And everyone's just saying hey to each other. Yeah, the herbs are okay. Let me show you the rest of the herbs. I haven't planted my kale. Man, gee, mama, I don't even know what I'm planting. Um, Give me a second here. Yeah, okay, Josh, talking about your moringa. Yeah, my moringa. I didn't plant my moringa yet. My shiso never germinated. I didn't plant it, Jimama. I let them seeds fall in the fall where they may, and they did it themselves. Did not plant a thing. So maybe let the chips fall where they may. Hey, so I'm just showing you guys a garden quickly. I'm not gonna be on here too long because I have to go to first aid training. Okay, so this is the rosemary that I bought. This is another mint. This is a peppermint. That one's a different mint. I don't know what kind of mint that is, but I like that one better. Um, and this is parsley. This is calendula, which is a flower, but it's also an herb. And this is dill. And the ends seem to be burnt. I don't know what's going on, but this is dill. And this is some more nasturtiums. This is actually, I didn't plant this. This is a what should I call it? A volunteer. My sister thinks she gave me a pot with something else in it, and these seeds were in there, and maybe they're dormant. So if these come out as the black calendula, those are the ones that she had. So we'll split them and give them some of them back. Some zinnias, the other dwarf sunflower. This one you can see how small that one is. They were planted at the exact same time. My arugula is already going to seed. This is from the store, already going to seed. So yeah. And the rainbow Swiss chard, I lost one. So I have two. And the garlic scapes, they're scaping, so I'm going to cut them off and so that it can form a bigger bulb. I believe these are garlic. It could be leeks. I had to transplant them. If you remember, I had a wooden bed there that was falling apart, and because I have the girls now and they need this space, I just took it apart. This is regular Swiss chard. This is looking really good. And this one is sweet pepper, sweet shepherd pepper. These are seeds I got from grocery store produce. Chocolate habanero, and I got a cayenne pepper. And there's a couple more cayenne inside that I have to get planted. Now, these two eggplants are not looking too good. I don't see any growth from center, so I don't know if they're going to make. Um, this is I don't even see a tag, and I tag everything. I don't even know what this is, guys. Oh, here it is. Here's a tag. Okay, this is a mini eggplant from the library. The seeds I got from the library. Okay, I do see something happening in this one. There's something happening. But yeah, the cold got to it, the potato bugs. Yeah, there is some budding going on under here, but it wasn't looking too good. So you can see the stunted growth. It should have been way bigger by now. Um, hey Fifi. I'm scrolling back up in the chat. Um, okay, so these girls are getting attitudey. Getting attitudey. I got one egg this morning, but I don't see the rest. It's very dusty in here. Like when they kick up their sand and stuff. Oh no, I have eggs, guys. So one, that's the fake egg. It's the fake egg. They put the both fake eggs in the same. These girls. Oh no, I think I broke one of my own eggs. Yeah, I cracked one of my. Oh my god, people! I cracked one of my own eggs. Or I can plant something with it. Oh, I put my hand up and I hit the top. Man. Okay, so that's 4 eggs, and I cracked one. Darn it. Okay, so that's gonna have to cook ASAP. And I'm gonna let them out in my makeshift DIY thing. I'm gonna put this in the shade. Oh, I hate that's never happened before, but I'm with one hand trying to use a phone and stuff. This kind of foolishness went down. Okay, so let me let them out. and they can eat their rice and peas. And then I'm probably gonna get one more egg today because usually I would have 5 by now. So somebody is hasn't laid yet. Okay, so I'm just gonna put the phone down for a second. You guys can watch some of their foolishness. I have to set up this with 2 hands. Oh, now you got to try things about the same. Oh, okay. I'm just setting up a little makeshift wall so they cannot go in the shed. They can only go directly to the tunnel. Because we have to finish building this inside part so I can do what I need to do and step over it and access the edge without having to um yeah, they get very excited when I'm starting to set it up. They're actually quieter today than usual. Usually they're loud up. Okay, guys. Don't get aggressive, guys. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. He said I cannot reach. Show you my DIY hot mess. Uh-oh. Gotta fix that. So this is like a box of foolishness to direct them. Oh, look, they run out there to go eat. That's why I gotta feed them first. Because if I go feed them while they're out there, they trample me over. I'm like, jeez, it's like fighting wolves. Okay, so I'm gonna have to scramble that egg because I don't have nowhere to plant nothing with an egg today. Okay. All right, so they're out, and I already powdered their run with diatomaceous earth this morning. Every couple of days I do that. Make sure it's all nice and clean, no odors. Okay, that's done, ladies. Hey, Jones Truth. So that's what's going on over here. So let me show you the other plants, the front here. And then I'm gonna have to cook this egg before I go, so it's gonna take up my time. Okay, guys, sorry about that. So these are things that I've done myself and I have not planted yet. So this is, and I damaged 2 this morning. So the longer you leave things unplanted and they're not in their final home and they get all tangled up, like it's just very frustrating, but you just set yourself back and that has to be planted. These are still store-bought stuff that I need to plant. This is like 8 okra and they've gotten significantly bigger. My kale's kind of changing color. That needs to be planted. And the fennel, I got a lot more fennel this year to attract pollinators. And I do like the taste of it in my juice, like a licoricey taste. That needs to plant. And I got some crimson sweet watermelon. They got to plant. So this week has been a write-off because of the dust. Just didn't have the energy. So I'm gonna record. Yeah, I'm trying to do more tours, but I'm gonna record a tour where you can like watch it again, and I have to watch it live again. Um, but I'm gonna do an actual tour. I get that kind of water you got. The one, yeah, this is the one that I had Psalms, and I broke it. I dropped it. I was turning it over, and I didn't. It has a handle here. Has a handle, and I didn't grab it in time, and it smashed. This is 5 quarts, which is like 4.7 liters, and I had this one in their run and the second one in the thing so that they can make sure they drink enough water. And see, one's not eating the rice, one's just doing its own thing. They bully each other a lot. They're very rude, especially Pepper, the black one right there, puffing up herself. She's very rude. But they're eating the rice and beans and doing their thing. And that gives them enough food for the day. And then the rest of the day, they find stuff in the dirt. They forage, so these girls can find their own food. But back to the plants, show you what's going on here. So these 2, again, some more eggplants. Something was eating it off. I think it was potato bugs. I'm gonna have to spray this one again. And this is a black beauty. This is also a black beauty. This is nothing. I'm going to put some potatoes in there. And these are a whole bunch of broadcast seeds of petunias that are actually finally coming up. This one's actually a weed because I know what that weed looks like. And I actually give the weed to the girls. They love it. This is gold rush bush beans. Again, something is chewing off the leaves. I had to replant the fourth one. It didn't come up. And there's a leaf missing off of this one. So, there's a few things going on. Uh, these are golden beets that I let go to seed. They've been in my garage all winter. These are from last season. This is my first time letting them beets go to seed because I want to make sure I have my own supply of my own seeds. But if I get cheap seeds from the store, then I'm going to buy those seeds as well. This is Chioggia beets, those spirally ones, and you can see there's some gnats or something in there. There's been some good germination, so I might put a few more right here because I see some gaps. But I'm not sure if this is a weed or this is the actual plant in some of these ones. So I'll put a few more there. That was my fig. That's the new Chicago Hardy fig. These are lilies. And if you have those red bugs, put some diatomaceous earth on your lilies because these bugs are not joking around. This is what from the library, Lincoln Homesteader peas. I thought it said it was a bush bean. And as soon as you see these tendrils, it is not a bush bean. And it's grabbing onto each other. So I had to put some trellises in here to make it run. I'm not a fan of running beans. You have to have, the trellises and room for it. I don't dislike them, but it's not a fan. Just don't want the extra. So yeah, that's from the library. So I'm gonna collect seeds. This is Royal Burgundy bush beans. Again, one of them didn't make it, so I had to plant another one this week. That one's behind schedule. And this one's Triumph the Farsi or Fancy. Same thing. I have to replant another one. Something's eaten off the leaves. And these are all bush beans. I got some red cabbage from the store. Something's eaten off the leaves. I sprayed them. That one's looking much better. This one's filling up the garbage bin. So this is going to have to get a bigger cover because the groundhog is going to eat them off. And that's another one. That's my fennel from seed. Fennel. These two are slow, but they're catching up now. And this is callaloo that I bought from the store. I did not do it from seed. It was just too much. But I bought some callaloo. Somebody gave me a zucchini. I have one more to plant from their thing. That was the what do you call it there? What should I call it there? What's that bush that everyone's comfrey? That was the comfrey. I don't see no comfrey. I guess the pot wasn't deep enough. Calendula and a dwarf sunflower. Very slow going. I don't see any calendula comfrey. You need a deep pot. I think that's comfrey right there. That little leaf. And that one, but this is definitely not comfrey. And some other stuff in here. So I'm going to leave it alone. If I can get a little bit back, I'm going to transplant it in the ground. Golden zucchini. This pot is nothing. I'm going to have to empty it out and use it because it's, pots are hard to come by. This is some kind of flower, some kind of bulb. I can't remember. Empty pot. And this is my okra, which should have been much bigger by now, but it's finally making a run for it. I see some buds happening here. That's an empty pot of compost. And this is the pear tree, the 5-species pear tree. And I think I saw one pear, a couple of pears. Not a lot of buds were on this tree. I should have potted it up already, but I'm going to have to pot it up this week. I just haven't got around to it because of the energy. Had no energy, so I will have to transplant it this year. It needs more room. So, but it is producing fruit. I got some cannabis right there, 2 of them, and I got my tiny Tims. I bought some lemon thyme for the first time, and it smells really good, like lemon balm. It smells just like lemon balm, but it's lemon thyme. So I put it in the ground, hoping that it will be like my other thyme down there that just comes back every time. So I'm going to start making tea with that. And this is the apple tree. I had to spray it down because I think the flies laid a lot of eggs on it. So I hose it down heavily with water, and I put some of my mosquito spray, which is like essential oils, citronella. You could like natural oils and water and some natural dish soap. So a lot of it came off. I don't want to be spraying too much, chemicals, but I had to rinse it off with something. There's too many black dots, and that's probably fly eggs. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Um, hold on, let me scroll back up. Yeah, get the water or get the water. You don't. The one I have is so low. Well, you have the one for the chicks, Sam. So just put it underneath something. I get like a brick or something and put it higher up so that they cannot jump on it. They're gonna jump on it regardless. Even mine, they jump on it. That's just their nature. But if you have it high enough and it's not easy to land on, it's just easier. But they're gonna jump on it. That's how they are. Give me a second here. Is Pepper a black astrolor? No, she's a black sex link. The two of them, red sex links, black sex links, and barred rock. But I think all these names, I think they're all pretty similar. But she's very rude. Very rude. Use a dry pesticide like all-purpose flour. Gotta keep them chewing pests from chewing. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up because yeah. Just add some more soil to the comfrey and look. Okay. Hey Roro. I will add some, and I'm gonna because at my parents' house, their comfrey is huge, but it's in the ground. So I think the comfrey that they have that I got from them, if I put it in the ground, it would have been like 3 times the size. Okay, so I showed you that, and then there's another eggplant here. See, this one is another one of the mini eggplants, and it's looking foul. So I don't know if it's going to make it, but I do see a little teeny new growth there. So I'm waiting to see if it can come back. And this is some weeds, so I just give it to the girls. That's just like so much better than having to compost the stuff. And another mini eggplant. And then I did plant. This is a honeysuckle that needs a spot in the garden, so it's still here. It's doing well. I need to plant it somewhere. I just don't know where. And I did plant a bit of the regular sage right there, in the ground because last time it didn't like in the pot, so I'm just testing it out. And this is the neighbor's tree, so I'm going to have to get him to cut the limbs because it's just coming over and it's making it hard for me to maintain over here. I got scallions, I got chives. I'm going to have to chop off these tops. I think you could eat the tops actually, but I have seeds from last year, so I don't need to really keep any more chive seeds. So I planted some more scallions, but you can't see because it's all up in this tree limb. So, and it's too much mosquitoes when they don't. So I'm going to have to get him to cut his stuff down so I can see. I'm going to actually chop all this thyme down this year and dry it and give it away to people to season it, their stuff, and like make a dry seasoning and just let people have it. And then I'm going to have some for myself. And I'll freeze some because I know when you freeze it, it has that fresh taste. But yeah, I got lots of time. It's huge and it's beautiful and it smells fantastic. And I do use it for tea. You could just mix it with peppermint, whatever you want. It adds a nice. You put that in your eggs. You just put herbs in everything that you're eating. Just try to incorporate it. Okay, just getting up now. I'm not gonna go up the hill. 'Cause I don't know if the Wi-Fi will survive. But let me get in the bush. Sometimes they love greens. That's pepper, the rudeness. Let's see what I miss in the chat. Yeah, those chives are nice. They're really nice. Yeah, like look at the time. Like that. I don't think I could kill it if I tried. That time is just really healthy and lush. Now this over here, I have a lot of purple salvia. I love purple salvia in my garden, perennial, cold tolerant, drought tolerant. So that's what I usually, and clay can take clay soil. And back here is some kind of, I think it's a hollyhock. Yeah, that's a hollyhock up in there. But this, I think it's campanella, because it's not calendula, campanella, like a bellflower. This is so beautiful, but it's just a bit too much. Mind you, it's not for me. Stand back. It's not too much, but the hollyhock is not getting its chance to shine. And then the irises, I gotta trim these bushes because it looks a little chukka chukka. And then I got some lavender right there. It's been there for a few years. That's very healthy. I don't have to worry about that one. This is the dahlia my neighbor gave me. I put it in the garage all winter and it's coming back nicely. Last year it didn't flower. It took a long time, but hope to get something this year. I just bought pinks this year. I had them before, but they didn't come back. So some of my flowers right here in this area and the mirror over there did not come back. And I bought some, I don't know what that flower is, but it's not yarrow. I got some more balloon flower, some salvia, stone crop, hens and chicks or chicks and hens, whatever. I always say it backwards. I had some tulips here and stuff. Nothing came up, so I'm gonna have to, put a few more things back there. Um, Tulips and daffodils did not come up in that pot. I got some more lilies. Lilies are so beautiful, but they don't stay very long. That's the problem. All this, you know, growing and then you have it for like 3 weeks, barely 3 weeks. I gotta put some mulch on this side, but it's the same mirrored side. I have some other flowers. I don't know the name because the marker faded off, but these are some kind of bulbs from Holland, summertime bulbs. You gotta overwinter them. I got some lily there and I got the same lily here. So I have to powder them up because that beetle, and I got a couple of irises right here. Some light. So they've been here for a few years, but they just wouldn't spread, but now they're spreading. And I got some more salvia, dahlia. I have something else there. I can't remember what it's called, but it's I think it's a still bee. Yeah, that's a still bee mixed with the weeds. I just potted that purple flower. Do you mind? I'm trying to talk to people. I don't know. Tell me, Fifi, them red sex links, all these red. I find the black chickens were pecking the feathers from the red chickens. Caught her in action, plucking out her feathers, and the girl just sitting there letting her do it. First of all, and they look so like they look crufty now. Like look at them. They don't look so like they look you know razzle. They don't look so razzle dazzle anymore. Anyways, and then I got a hosta from my neighbor, so I put it there to fill up this side and smother the weeds. And that's what's going on over here, pretty much. So, and then I have carrots right here. I did not get that much germination. Like I got some, so I'm gonna have to drop some more seeds this weekend because as it looks right now, like some of these are not even carrots. Um, I got some, but not as many as I want. So I'm gonna have to drop some more seeds ASAP because, and then you can see the stinking potato bug there doing its probably destroyed my seedlings. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to just drench. I'm gonna dip the bag, the grow bag in water because when you water from over top, it doesn't sink very much and it actually kills the seedling. So I'm gonna dip the bag in a big thing of water, let the water suck up the whole bag and get it all saturated, and then drop the seeds. Because when you have grow bags and you do things like a pot, it don't work too good. Hey, Miss Patty, and I think someone said Starduster, coloring my hair, putting gloves back. Okay, yeah. I cut off my hair this week. I did some foolishness and took the scissors and cut off my hair. So I'm gonna have to go to the barber and get that shaped up. I just got tired of it and I said I had enough. I'm just gonna start fresh. Just start fresh. Yeah, start fresh. Okay, so that's pretty much what's going on down here. And there's quite a more few things in the house to plant. I got some more kale to plant. I put my bok choy up top there, and that's just things that are seeding. And I got to get my trees up top there, like get that, that buckets for one of the trees and get that sorted out. And my radishes up there are doing good, and my turnips are actually getting actual bulbs in that drum up there. So I guess that one had enough nutrients. I put rabbit poop up there and all kind of stuff. So that's what happened up top. But I'm gonna go back inside because I have about 15 more minutes before I have to leave. And these girls are okay. They have enough water. They have enough rice. But let me. No, I'm not gonna get them any more feed. I'm just gonna let them have to fend for themselves. I might put some scratch. I'll put some scratch in the run. Let them fend for themselves, and that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, that's what's going on. There's a lot of food growing, but it doesn't look like it, but there's a lot of food. And I got a raspberry still to plant that I got from somebody who moved, and it's growing, but I need to put it somewhere. So let me get back inside. And I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna 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 start. Hold on, put the radio back on for them. So you'll hear a few minutes of silence. 1 second. Just give me another few seconds. Okay. Whoops. I'm back on the laptop. Okay, so I'm gonna catch up with the chat. Anybody miss? Hey, Gina. And I gotta go fry that egg now because I cracked it by accident. I'm trying to do one-handed recording and collecting of the eggs, so I messed that one up. Raspberry. I think I missed. Yeah, I love berries. I'm gonna unfortunately, not unfortunately, the nursery I got my fig trees from is having a special sale. I got an email, but you have to go in person and it's out of the way. If had I known, it's today actually, but I have first aid today, so I can't go today. Had I known, man, it's and it's first come, first serve. It's whatever varieties that they have, it's discounted, and they do have persimmons. I don't know which persimmon is better than the other. I know some people say some are sweeter, but they have persimmons. So hopefully sometime later on in the season they may still have them in stock. They're not cheap though, but at this point I want some persimmons. I want some kumquats. They didn't have any there, but the other nursery that I'm waiting for my other delivery from another fig, it should have came already, but they sent me the email late to arrange a delivery and I haven't gotten that third fig yet. So I'm gonna figure out something. And I know Stark Brothers ships to Canada now, so they do provide citrus and stuff, but I'm not gonna really get citrus just yet because I don't know what I'm doing with citrus. Let me get what I know can survive here. Yeah, I play a radio for my girls. They have some days they have, the reggae station, sometimes they have the country, and I play music for them because I'm not out there with them all day and they have the little music playing. And it's also to keep the noise down. It keeps them calm. And if the neighbors hear anything, they're gonna hear music. They're not gonna hear the cluctations. Um And yeah, at night it keeps the raccoon away. I haven't seen them. Plus, I have some other measures, but I haven't seen anything with. They think that someone's out there, the other animals, so they don't really come too close. And it just keeps a nice calm out there. People are like, why you have radio playing? Listen, it works. It works over here. Um, and okay, Gina, I didn't plant sorrel this year, as I think I mentioned before, just because of the room and the time. Hey, Charisse, bless up, Charisse. I'm gonna get some more berries this year, though. I have two or three blueberry bushes in one of the drums up top. I want some more blackberries and some more raspberries because I don't have enough to really eat berries. I have enough for like 3 or 4. I got my strawberry bushes doubling. Been looking for a Nikita's gift for Simmons, but can't find one. I never heard of that. That sounds interesting. I guess that's a sweet one. I need to get. Hey, TLC, I don't think I saw you earlier. I need to get some. Yeah, and they're not expensive. And I saw at the same nursery they have thornless blackberries. I think I'm gonna get the thornless blackberries. The raspberries have thorns. That's fine. I did not know they had thorns until I went to go do something at my parents' house and it nearly gouged out my flesh. Yeah, did not know. Um, did not know that. So if I can get some blackberries that are unthorned, and I'm gonna put them in a container because, as I said, I want to take as much with me when I leave. I'm not staying here. This is not my goal. I want something with more space, more land. I can get some, good amounts of bushes of berries, elderberry, like really get a good amount. Maybe, a 1 acre or something, but I need to get more than I have now. And something a little bit more out there. I can have more animals, have the quail and just have things spaced out. They're not on top of each other. Have some entertainment space, barbecuing space and as well, and just things are just more spaced out and people can kind of meander through the flower garden and stuff. Hold on, let me put that on the screen. All my citrus survives in my unheated garage. I have 6 of them and I have 2 cold hardy ones that I bought a few weeks ago. Those are going. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on your videos. I had them inside. I think my problem was when and what to fertilize my citrus with, because either I was overwatering. I don't know what's going on, but I didn't get. It didn't like it. It didn't survive. The roots, like something happened, and it was doing okay, but it didn't make it. So I obviously need to learn a bit more about citrus before I start, bringing in more citrus. That persimmon is cold hardy one, but it's astringent. Ooh. So it's not like yeah. I guess it doesn't matter. I have to taste it for myself and see. But I know Broke mentioned a cold hardy lime, so I don't know which ones you have, Fifi, but yeah, I can put them in my garage. I just gotta get the space organized. I'm gonna be going another 7 minutes or so, and then just because I have first aid, gotta get that certification redone. I'm just scrolling back to see if I missed anybody. If I missed you, sorry, I didn't see you. Um, and I have to get the hardwire mesh around the run. It's not up yet, so um, the chickens have been okay, but I will be sending somebody over to check on them while I'm gone, just to make sure, just want to make sure that no animals are getting any ideas. Um, my stomach is growling now, and I want to make sure that they're okay. I'm gonna get the camera set up soon. Hey, Food Forest, I'm gonna get some cameras set up very soon. I got a good thing price, so I can get a camera at the front and at the back, so that I can survey from when I'm not here and make sure that they're okay. And I can put a third one into their area because there's an outlet in there, so I can get another camera in their shed part, so I can keep an eye on them as well. Not really them, just any predators, any person coming here that shouldn't be coming here, anybody nosing into my backyard behind my back, I can see for myself. You have overwatered the citrus that roots don't like sitting in water. Maybe I did. I have that's a chronic problem I have. I think watering is love, and then I just water, water, water. I'm just scrolling down. Oh man, the smoke was killing me this week, man. Howie, I didn't know it was a smoke. I thought it was something else that was bothering me. No, it was a smoke. That knocked me out for about 3 days this week. Sleeping like drunk with sleep. No energy to get nothing done. So I'm paying for it now because some things that should have already been in the ground and in the pots have are delayed that much more. So today I'm going to try to get that done. And citrus is like water, but all so like drainage. I thought I had enough drainage. Obviously not because it's dead. And I think somebody else that I watched said that the soil that I had may have not been right. That they use soil that's for orchids, like another certain type of soil that they mix to make it more whatever. I don't know. Um, they're the expert. They have citrus all over the place, and they're well with the citrus. They have lots of options, and they don't kill their trees. So whatever they mix their soil with, it's working. So I'm gonna just copy them because I don't have any other solution and see if that helps. I do want citrus, even just for the leaves, because the leaves can make tea. And I have to do a few more things in here as well. But yeah, this is what's going on. It's busy, busy, busy getting this stuff in the ground and finding a place for them to run. The watermelons and the I have yeah, I had to pull back out the N95. I have spares and I do what I'm doing is I put the cloth one over top of the N95 so that any dust goes on the cloth and I can wash that regularly. And yeah, I had to pull up the mask. There was no like I didn't realize it was that bad and it knocked me out. So, you got to do what you got to do. And I'm looking for a gas mask. That's what it's come to. Cuz I don't want to be stuck in the house. I'd rather go out and garden and get myself in the ground. And my animals are okay. They laid low for several days, but they're okay. And I guess I don't know why they're okay. They're low to the ground, maybe because I don't know, but they're not. The first 3 days they were in the shed more. They weren't really outside. I'm like, why aren't they outside enjoying the weather? They know. They got good sense. They're not stupid animals. Yeah, I'm gonna copy what works and see, and then from there see add my own knowledge to it. But I do want citrus. It just didn't work for me at the time. I'm gonna focus on the figs, the persimmons. I'm looking for some pawpaws because I know they do well in Ontario and they're cold tolerant. I don't know what they taste like. And at this point, I probably should buy one and taste it. But if I can make jam with it or mix it with other things, that's fine. Washed, yeah, Stara's doing her hair, so she's not, whoops, she's probably missing some people. But wash the plants and trees with water hose. And I washed them a couple of days ago because I think there's too much flies on it. Flies, I had a lot of flies and I don't want no larva, but I didn't wash it since. Okay, so I'll wash it. Oh yeah, in the evening. For the smoke on them. Check out the Night Owl brand security camera. And I was checking out the thing that you had, Starduster, the zapper or whatever you call it. Um I'm not sure if I can ship it here though, because it's kind of like not allowed to have a stun gun or whatever it's called. But I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna figure out something, get it to my friend or relative in the States, and then just go pick it up and bring it over manually. That's what I'm gonna do because that's a good one. Which reminds me, I have to plant my pawpaw in ground. I totally forgot. I was focusing on. Yeah. Oh, so you have a pawpaw? So does it taste like a banana and a mango in one? And what kind do you have? Yeah, I'm gonna get anything that can survive in my climate naturally is what I'm focusing on, and cold tolerant citrus. Um, yeah, no problem, sir. I'm finishing soon, anyways. I have to go get my first aid training done today. Mine expired, and the church is having a session with the different people, like the volunteers for like the kids programs and all the different stuff. And they opened it up to other people, and it's cheaper to do it in a group than to go and find a class. Significantly cheaper. So I will be doing that, and hopefully at some point, doing a Stop the Bleed course. I know some of you guys have done that already, doing the Stop the Bleed course and getting my stuff together, my certification together my first aid kit together. Something happened this week. A bad accident happened, and a bus crashed into. I don't know what happened to the bus. I guess the brakes failed and smashed into a car, causing an 8-car collision, and literally the poor woman in one of the cars was crushed because you're at a red light, you're stationary, and that force of that bus that was going way too fast, in my opinion, um literally she didn't have a chance, and a lot of people that were there had to help, and the paramedics, it was bad. So I'm trying to get that together so that I can be of help in an emergency. And the guy with the truck had a dash cam, so I'm thinking I'm getting a dash cam as well, because his camera footage is what showed what happened more so than the witness accounts, because it's right there in front of your eyes. I have two Shenandoah and another one I don't remember. Okay, so you have to have two to pollinate. I heard the Shenandoah, whatever, a lot of mercies. That name too long. Shenandoah. I wasn't sure how it tasted though. Um, I bought them last year, but keep them in a pot. Yeah, you need two for pollination. Um, buy an old pawpaw tree, as it takes forever, like 10 plus years to get fruit. I planted from seed and it was over. Oh Lord. I don't want to wait 10 years. I'm going to buy a tree. Some of the trees that they have are pickup only, because I guess they're more established. So they won't deliver them. You have to go and pick them up. So yeah, I will definitely, all of my trees, I'm getting like trees that are going to grow in a couple of years. I'm not waiting for no 10 years. I don't have 10 years. I don't think I have 10 years. I need to start getting my own food as soon as possible. Very smart to get first aid. So yeah, I have to get recertified. Never had the fruit, Gina. She's okay. I haven't seen it in the store. I've seen persimmons in the store. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. But I'm gonna cut it out today, guys. Cut it early. Unfortunately, I apologize. I have to go to first aid and get that done till 3 o'clock. And I gotta fry this egg that I smashed myself. Like really? And get out there on time. So I'll see you next. I'll see you in the week, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record the what I just did, the tour of my garden, so that people can watch it again, and not maybe the streaming maybe have been fuzzy. If I record it on my camera, it'll be like 4K, so you can see it more clearly. Edit that, upload that, and then I'll probably do another pop-up in the week, or maybe even tonight. Maybe not tonight. Whatever. I'll find a gap in the schedule and do a pop-up to finish off my weekly live, just because of the scheduling. Summertime is busy, man. I gotta get it all in. Let me see here. The police asked me for my house videos, and I said it was turned off, as gangster won't forget. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful with that as well too. Yeah, I know that's yeah. But have a great day, guys. Hey David, you're in the bushes. Have a blessed day. I'll see you later. But yeah, I have to close off early just because of the first aid training. But I'll see you. I might pop up this afternoon before, I think the chat's on tonight, and Miss Ellen. So I might pop in early just for an hour just to finish off. But we'll see. Take care, guys. Drop your hashtag urban to drop your link, and we'll talk soon.